suppose. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys about this one time I got in a little fender bender on the way to work, and this happened quite a few years ago. I think it was my senior year. Yeah, it was right before my senior year. Right before my senior year, I was it was in summertime. Summertime, I didn't give a fuck about much things. I was out with my friends, out late most of the time, and all this and all that. And I was gonna say, I don't know. The point is, we were out that night. I think I was drinking a little bit, and I know I was definitely smoking some weed and all that good shit. And so I was just like, fuck it, And the next morning, I was working at Golden Corral at the time. The next morning, I had to work at Golden Corral. I think I had to go in at 6 in the morning, I believe, because I get open at 7. So they were like, you get a whole hour or whatever. I might have been able to go in sooner. I don't know. But it was like, I don't know. The point is, the point is, I had to go, and I didn't leave my friend's house until maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning. So if I had to wake up like at 5:30, I only got like an hour, 2 hours at the most of sleep. And so I was like, fuck it, it'll be alright, And so I leave my friend's house, I go home, I sleep for 2 hours or something like that, and I wake up. And it's a little late, I usually leave the house like 5:20, it's like 5:30. I'm like, fuck it, it'll be alright. And I'm on the way there, and I'm like, fuck, and then the car I was driving at the time didn't have no radio, so it was like complete silence, and it was still a little dark and all this shit. And I was just like, damn, this is pretty nice. The chairs were comfortable. And so I just I begin nodding off. I'm like, fuck, slip it. And then it's just like I actually go to sleep, I guess, like on Highway 11. But no, it's Highway 70 going towards Golden Corral in Kinston. And what's it called? So and then the shittiest thing happens. Like, I'm dreaming that I'm driving while I'm asleep, driving. And that's like, I'm not sure if it's my body trying to tell me, like, hey motherfucker, you're driving, wake up, this isn't a dream, or if it's just like I just didn't give a fuck. I don't know what it was. One is, I was sleeping, dreaming about driving while driving, sleeping. And so, for any of those that know what Highway 70 is like on the way to Golden Corral, there's this little hill, and the highway does like a little turn, and because it's on a hill, it has like this rail blocker rail. I don't know what it is. It's a rail so you don't go off the side of the hill and fall to your death. The point is, I was asleep, and I was getting to that point, and I had the cruise control on, because I always drive with my cruise control on, always. And what the fuck? And so I'm in my dream driving. It was like daytime. I was driving the exact same car, and I was going straight. I was just going straight. And then next thing I know, I'm fucking like going all the way up to the fucking steering wheel. And like, I get to this point, and I wake up, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then I'm just like, next thing I know, I'm going back, and I'm going to the left, and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening? And then I see that there's a rail there, and I'm like, fuck, did I really just hit it? And I get out, and like I said, I was on that hill thing, and I get out and I look at the side of the car, and it's all sorts of fucked up. And like, there's one big ass black streak, which is also a dent in the car, and then there's another like smaller black streak that's like only halfway, but it's also a dent. And And I'm just like, fucking, and like the rims, they weren't really rims, they were just like tire covers, I believe. I don't know what the fuck. And those were all sorts of fucked up too. And it was just fucking like, I was like, shit. So then I get back in the car, and you know, I look around and there wasn't like absolutely anybody there. It was like, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was before 6. You know, there wasn't nobody there. And so I was like, thank God nobody saw. So I just got in the car. I went to the Walmart parking lot, and I actually like really examined the car. Tried to open the passenger door. It would not open. I looked at I didn't have a headlight missing, but the turning signal was missing. And it was like, it was very sad. I was very sad. I was like, shit, you know, this is not a good day for high road. And so, you know, I called Golden Corral, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I know I have to be at work in like 10 minutes. But you know, I was on the way, and I got in a little accident. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it in to work today. And they were like, oh, okay. And you know, key word is, I said, I don't think. Or keywords. And then the point is, I just got in the car and went home. I went home, went to my bed, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up to my mom yelling at me, like, why are you here? And I was like, oh, I got in a car accident. And then she went out and looked at the car, and then I think I could be wrong. She hit me and woke me up with some hits. And I was like, shit, Mom, what the fuck? Of course, I didn't actually say that. I was like, yo, what? And I was like, she was like, what the fuck did you do? I was like, I hit a rail. And then it's just like, this is what you get for being out all night with your friends. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You know, it's kind of late now. And then, I don't know, I didn't really say that, but I thought it. And, yeah. And the point is, like, the next, I think I had to work the next day or something like that. Like, one of the managers pulled me over to the side. She's like, I gotta talk to you. And I was like, you've been real shitty. And I'm like, look, you know, because I mean, like, I think before, that's a whole nother story. But like, I had made some mistakes because I was new at the job. I've only been there for maybe a month, and all this and all that. And she was like, you've been real shitty. If this was somebody else, we'd let you go. But I understand, you know, accidents happen, but we can't have you doing this shit no more. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, I'm sorry. I apologize. And she's like, you should have called in and tell us you weren't coming into work. And I was like, but I kind of did. And she's like, yeah, but you said you think you weren't coming into work. You didn't say you weren't coming into work. And I was like, okay, I guess, yeah, you have a point there. And I was like, I apologize. Won't happen again. And, yeah, very frightening day. I shed a tear on the way back home, or multiple tears, and yeah, it was very sad, very, very sad. But it was fun though, just like having getting in a car accident. You ever been in a car accident? Like a year later, you're like, damn, that's fun. You know, I'm not saying I want to just like fucking yearn into like somebody else's car, because that's stupid. But I mean, it's just like, damn, it's a little bit of an adrenaline rush. You're like, fuck, I almost died. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid, because I tell my friends this, and they're like, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, well, my bad, motherfucker. My bad. Well, goodbye. Like, comment, subscribe, or no, I don't care. Bye.